Let's be real for a second. When a reality show comes back, it's usually supposed to feel nostalgic, healing, maybe even empowering. But for Tamar Braxton, returning to the Braxtons turned out to be anything but comforting. In fact, Tamar is now admitting something that might shock longtime fans. She has real regrets about coming back to television and exposing her family all over again. And before we get into what really went down behind the scenes, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Is where we don't just sip the tea. We spill it carefully, thoughtfully, and with receipts. Now, season 2 of The Braxtons was supposed to be about reconnection, healing, growth. But instead, Tamar says it felt isolating, like she was constantly being singled out while everyone else got a free pass. According to her, no one ever says, "You know what, Trina, you're wrong," or "Tawanda, you crossed a line," or even "Tony messed up." For in Tamar's world, it always circles right back to her. And when you're the only one being blamed in a group setting, especially on national television, that pressure doesn't just sting. It breaks you down. Tamar described the experience as emotionally exhausting. Being the group of one isn't just unfair, it's draining. And over time, it makes you question whether being open and honest is even worth it anymore. And that's where the regrets start to creep in. She openly admitted that yes, she regrets being on television and constantly having to explain her family dynamics to an audience that, ironically, is often dealing with the exact same dysfunction at home. That moment, that was one of the most honest things Tamar has said in years. Because the truth is, people judge reality stars harshly for behavior they excuse in their own families every single day. The Braxtons originally entered reality TV to show something real. A black family navigating fame, loss, love, and conflict. Not perfection, not fairy tales. Tamar emphasized that families aren't always polished and pretty. Sometimes they're heavy, sometimes they're gloomy, sometimes they're downright toxic. And pretending otherwise only creates shame. According to Tamar, we need to normalize messy families. We need to normalize not having it together, because pretending everything is perfect doesn't help anyone heal. It just hides the wounds. But here's where things take a darker turn. Tamar revealed that during all this chaos, someone leaked her address. Her entire business was threatened. Lies were being spread about her online. And the craziest part? The people pointing fingers had families dealing with the same issues, just behind closed doors. That's when Tamar made a powerful point. Allowing people to see your real family struggle is actually generous. It gives others permission to feel less alone. But generosity comes at a cost, especially when you're living through the pain while millions are watching. Mental health became a huge theme for Tamar this season, and she didn't shy away from that conversation. She explained that when your nervous system is constantly triggered, you have to find ways to cope. And for the Braxtons, that meant counseling. A lot of counseling. No shame in getting help. Now, many fans have been asking, where does Tamar stand with her sisters today? Well, according to Tamar, things are complicated, but not broken. She spent Thanksgiving with her mother, affectionately called Big Mama, along with Tony Braxton and Tony's family. Trina and Tawanda were in different locations, living far outside Atlanta. Tamar explained that distance and scheduling played a role, not resentment. And yes, she jokingly admitted she's still a little mad at Tony for making her wash all the dishes on Thanksgiving. Sibling energy at its finest. But Tamar made it clear, just because you're upset with family doesn't mean you stop loving them. Just like a best friend, you can have conflict, hurt feelings, and still want the best for each other. That's the reality of being sisters. You're connected for life, whether you like it or not. So, the big question everyone's been waiting for. Would Tamar return for season 3? Her answer? She doesn't know. She says she's learned never to say never. If there's a message that truly needs to be shared, something that shows growth after the conflict, she might consider it. Because what she doesn't want is for fans to believe the Braxtons ended on a broken note, unable to come back together. The entire point of the show was to show what family really means. And you can't run from family. You can't hide from it. Even when you create distance, you're still family. However, and this is key, Tamar said she will always choose herself and her mental health before agreeing to anything else. No cameras, no contracts, no ratings are worth her peace. Watching clips of the show on TikTok and social media was another emotional hurdle. Seeing moments for the first time, moments that involved deep pain, forced her to confront things she hadn't fully processed. Tamar explained that while the Braxtons may get the same viewership numbers as franchises like Housewives, there's a major difference. Those are friend groups, the Braxtons are blood. You can walk away from a friend group. You can't walk away from your sisters. Tamar also acknowledged that she's more open on camera than some of her siblings. And that's okay. Everyone has different comfort levels. For her, facing issues head-on helps her mental health. That doesn't mean it works for everyone else. And then there's her son, a huge part of why Tamar doesn't regret everything. She has documented memories, conversations she can have with him, moments he can watch and understand one day. Some are difficult, yes, but others are joyful, and that matters to her deeply. Now let's talk about the medical scare that had fans genuinely worried this summer. Tamar confirmed it was terrifying, and while she chose not to go into details, she made it clear she didn't fake anything or leave fans hanging. She ended up in the hospital and is now doing better, mentally and physically. Another surgery is coming up, but she's in a healthier space. And through it all, she keeps repeating one powerful truth. The only way out of trauma is through it. Looking ahead to 2026, Tamar is booked and busy. She's currently filming a movie starring alongside Taye Diggs. Yes, that Taye Diggs, in a comedy thriller titled The Stepfather. It's her first full starring role, directed by Chris Stokes, and she couldn't be prouder. On the music side, Tamar recently released Heartbreak Retrograde, a deeply personal project she says helped her heal in ways she didn't expect. The heartbreak chapter is officially closed, and a fresh start is loading. So what does all this mean? It means Tamar Braxton is evolving. It means she's choosing peace over performance. And it means that while reality TV gave her a platform, it also forced her to confront boundaries she can't ignore anymore. The Braxtons aren't done, but they're redefining what healing looks like. And whether that journey continues on television or not, Tamar is making one thing clear. Family comes first, but mental health comes before everything. Now I want to hear from you. Do you think Tamar should return for season 3? Or is it finally time for her to close this chapter for good? Drop your thoughts below, and I'll see you in the comments.